Good morning, and welcome to another Writer's Morning Commute with Ashton Gaskill. This will be the final episode in my series about how I write stories currently. And we'll be discussing beta readers today. And critique partners, I suppose. A lot of people split those two up into two different categories, which is probably the right thing to do. Traditionally, critique partners are other writers who you share your story with. A lot of people do that while they're writing the story. For me, when I'm writing my novellas, I'm going through them fast enough that I don't want to wait for someone else to read them and get back to me. It's a little bit easier when you have a novel that you're working on and you're, taking your time. You're going to be working on it for a longer period of time. But I'm only writing 16 chapters for my novellas, so I finished them up in a month easy. Basically just 3 weeks of writing. And it's a lot to ask someone to stay on top of things while I'm writing that. So rather than bother someone with my tight schedule when I'm in writing mode, I just wait until it's all done, I can ship it out. I've found beta readers on Reddit. I've done some manuscript exchanges where we've read each other's work and, gave each other feedback. Besides Reddit, I've heard that if you know where to look on Tumblr, you can find people on Tumblr, but I don't have any experience with that site, so I don't really know how it works. YouTube has a community of author tubers. It also has a Facebook group. You can try that group if you are so interested. Twitter has a lot of good community, a lot of good hashtags you can follow. Am writing, am editing. I personally follow Reddit writers, hashtag Reddit writers, because that's a pretty tight community. I've heard of a lot of people who have developed a Twitter writing bubble for themselves and just tweeted out, hey, I'm looking for feedback on this. And the best one that I've seen and that I've heard other people have had success with is Goodreads. Goodreads has a forum, and part of that forum is basically looking for beta readers. And there are some people who just really enjoy, seeing books before they're done and giving feedback and stuff. So once I get my current novellas to that point, I plan to try Reddit, Twitter, and Goodreads. It's been suggested to me to have anywhere from 5 beta readers to 30 beta readers. Some people say no more than 12, some people say no less than 20. I haven't done more than a few. I think I've had 2 beta readers now. Something like that. So, I'm not sure exactly where I fall on that. I'm going to try to do 2 rounds of 5. So do 1 round of 5 or 6 beta readers, and then second round. I plan to have a little questionnaire for them to fill out, including trying to find out their, where they live, as far as what country they live in, their gender, sexual orientation, etc. Trying to get as diverse of a pool of beta readers as I can. Also trying to look at whether they are writers or not, because as I've mentioned before, I think studying the craft of writing kind of changes how you read books. So I want to try to get writers and non-writers in on this, and get different perspectives on that. I plan to send out a few chapters at a time. How I write, I basically write little short stories, like every 4 chapters or so, kind of acts as its own self-contained short story that then plays a part in the bigger plot of that book. So I can send out those little chunks at a time and kind of get feedback, and then send out the next set of chunks. Plan to compile all the feedback that I get into Google Docs so that I can see what everybody's saying. I can track, if multiple people have said the same thing, I can, make +1 a comment or something like that. So yeah, like I said, this is just kind of my expectations, what I'm planning to do, so I'm sorry if it's not as helpful as some of the other stuff that I've gotten a better handle on. But hopefully that gives you a jumping off point, somewhere to start. Thank you for riding with me today. I hope you have a great day.